Welcome to another edition of Merengue Mets. Tonight was the MLB lottery draft. And if you're wondering what happened to our New York Mets, well, they fell back 10 spots because they were not able to secure a top 6 pick, which is what they needed to do in order not to be penalized for going over the threshold of the luxury tax. So the Mets were initially the ninth pick, but because they fell they fell out of this top 6, they were not able to keep the pick. So they go down 10 slots, and now they will be the 19th pick. The winner of the draft with the first pick was the Cleveland Guardians. They had less of a 2% chance of winning, and they happened to win the draft. I know the draft is something that it's a little bit different than other sports like the NFL, the NBA. Here in baseball, honestly, it's a crapshoot because we have guys that were drafted well late within the second round or even the third round and have turned out to be great major league players. David Wright for the Mets was, I believe, a 57th pick in the second round. And look how that turned out. So let's not put too much stock into this draft. Remember, there's the Rule 5 draft. Then later on, we have the International Players Draft as well, which is always very interesting. So the Mets fell to number 19. The Cleveland Guardians will be picking first. So congratulations to Cleveland Guardians. As far as the winter meetings, guess what? Hasn't been much going on. I did see earlier this evening Eric Fetty, former Washington Nationals pitcher, who pitched the last 2 seasons at the KBO and did an amazing job last year with his team. Had picked up a 2-year contract worth $15 million. Fetty, when he was here in the majors, he had a ERA almost a 6 ERA or above 5 ERA. He was not a good pitcher. He eventually worked on his mechanics, reinvented himself, went over to the Korean League, and became a superstar over there. So teams were interested. The Mets were interested, and eventually he is signed with the White Sox. Other than that, there has been no action. There's been rumors, obviously swirling around, but nothing concrete. So until we hear something more concrete, we're not going to report about it. Other than that, it's been quiet. The winter meetings have been a bust for the most part. I believe personally that because we have Shohei Ohtani, which is the biggest free agent ever, there's not going to be much movement of players or signings or trades until he signs with a team. So until that domino falls, there's not going to be anything going on. The same goes for Yamamoto. I believe he's going to sign after Ohtani signs. Then you'll see the trades coming through. Same thing goes for other relievers and other position players. So the winter meetings, we don't have the action that we thought we were going to get. But we should be seeing action hopefully next week or the week after when Ohtani makes his decision and then Yamamoto makes his decision. And then the Juan Soto trade rumors pick up again. Remember, guys, that these trades or these signings affect multiple things. For example, if a team like, let's say, the Dodgers are in for Ohtani, but for whatever reason they don't land him, now they go to plan B, possibly trading for a Juan Soto. Or let's say a team like the Mets are in on a Yamamoto and they strike out and they're not able to sign him, they're going to pivot and then maybe they'll go for a Blake Snell, or maybe they'll go for Montgomery, or maybe if Montgomery doesn't sign. It's many factors that go into what team strategies are for the off season. So we got to keep that in mind. So until these big fish don't fall off the board, we're going to have sort of like a chess game or a stalemate, if you want to call that. But hopefully we'll hear something soon. Hopefully we'll get some movement within the next week, or hopefully maybe we'll get lucky. We'll get something tonight or tomorrow at the last day of the meetings. But for now, that's all I have to report. Hope everybody has a great evening and a good night to you all. And thank you for listening to Merengue Mets. Please make sure you like and subscribe. Good night.